In this video, I want to give you a comparison of the Petlibro Luma to the Neakasa M1 Plus in Lite, the white color. Now, I was gifted both of these boxes, and I have made detailed videos on the individual boxes, so this really is meant as a comparison between these two boxes. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with size. Now, both of these boxes are very inviting open drum boxes. Cats really love open drum boxes as they don't feel enclosed. Some cats don't like the closed drum boxes for that reason. And that is why these types of boxes are so popular, even though they do have potential pinch points that the boxes have to have multiple safety redundancies for. So I want to go over the measurements real quick. The Petlibro actually does come with this ramp, which is a nice addition for it to come with. And the ramp itself is about 5 inches to step up on, and then it is raised. So it is about 5.5 inches where it touches up against the litter box. And then from the top of the ramp to the litter box, you're looking at about 7 inches. Now, if you didn't want to use the ramp, maybe it's taking up too much space and you just want the box, then you're looking at about 13 inches to jump into the box. Not a big deal for most cats, but an older kitty would want a ramp. Now, the Neakasa does not come with a ramp, and it is about 14.5 inches of a jump, so it's a little bit higher of a jump to get in. Again, no big deal for most kitties. And if you want, Neakasa has one of the coolest ramps out there. You don't have to get it for the Neakasa, but it is their AirStep, which is this beauty right here. And what's so cool about this is that it actually has a fan system. It will suck air from the litter box into it and then blow fresh air out the front inside its litter catch. A really impressive activated carbon filtration system, which is specifically meant for odors. Now, because my cat seems determined to be in this video, I'm gonna have him try both these boxes for you just so you can see. He is a 14-pound ragdoll, and in the Petlibro, sorry kitty, hold on just a second, you can see that he actually fits quite well. And now I'll stick him in the Neakasa. Again, really nice and spacious. You can see that he really can get where he needs to go. So these really will work for any size cat. Big cats can just be slightly out and it's totally fine. The inside of both of them are comparable. The Neakasa is actually slightly larger. And when it comes to footprint, they are both basically the same footprint, only about 1 inch off in either direction. And the only real difference is that the Petlibro is taller and it has this exterior wraparound, so it's a little bit wider on the top. Now, the next part I want to compare is the odor control. The Neakasa doesn't have any built-in deodorizers. The only thing it really has going for it is it has some kind of brushed fabric underneath this drum that prevents odor from spreading when it's closed. And then the drawer itself has kind of a nice pull tie on the bag, and it's a nice tight seal against the bottom of the litter box, but that's about it. Now, the Petlibro actually has a full deodorizing system. When it spins, these two fans right here will suck all of the air that is coming during the spin up and out the back through this hole right here. And in the process, it will run through this activated carbon filter, which is really quite impressive. It can do a really great job of keeping odors at bay, but it's also quite noisy, and it's not gonna solve for the issue of when you open up this litter drawer. The litter drawer is very shallow and wide, so it's very easy for that just to be a very large whiff when you are emptying the litter box. But overall, it does have a really impressive deodorizing system, as long as you're okay with the noise. I will be playing that in a moment, but first I want to talk to safety. Now, the Petlibro Luma has a variety of safety sensors. It has a motion detector on the front, it has weight detectors throughout the feet, and it also has camera presence detection. So Petlibro says this has a triple safety system, and I do think they've updated their firmware quite a few times since this released, and I'll show you what I mean momentarily. as they really have solved for some of my concerns, though I don't like the way this one rotates. Both of these boxes do have pinch points, so I am really looking for those safety redundancies, and I will be showing these both run momentarily. But first, let's go over what the Neakasa has. As it also has weight detection, it does not have a camera, but when it opens up all the way, it actually has quite impressive infrared sensor detection in the bottom waistband drawer. It has obstruction detection, so if anything's pushing against any of the sides of this, it'll stop. And its gear that spins it is missing a few teeth, so it actually cannot overspin. It's not physically possible. It also has a really simple yet lovely app that makes it really straightforward. So if you're not at home, you can look to the app. It'll also send you any alerts as needed. So let's hit clean. Now when it's going, first thing, little weight on the outside. Stops immediately. The one thing I'm most impressed with this box is how responsive it is. Keep in mind, this is the M1 Plus. That is the newer model of the Neakasa M1. And they specifically made this so much more responsive, and they added additional sensors for additional safety, along with removing some teeth from the side gear. Now I'm actually going to spin it around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And while it's spinning, I'll let you listen to it right here. The noise on it is pretty minimal. It has pretty straightforward little whirring noise, nothing additional. And now here's the first key safety feature after weight, is that it will never close. It can't physically close more than that because it's missing the gears. Now when it comes back, this is the next piece. It has 6 infrared sensors, and the moment I put my hand down in this bin, it's going to stop immediately. And I'm going to do that a few more times just to show you how responsive it is, because it is very impressive, and so far it has always responded to me exactly as I'd expect. The one cool thing about this is I already know how responsive the weight is, so it should never even come to a cat triggering those infrared sensors, as the weight would already have been triggered. Now because I did it 3 times, it's getting upset at me, so now the app is actually going to start sending alerts too. And if I keep doing this, it will actually stop and just stay upside down. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If it gets overly concerned, it will stay that way, but you can make it go back from the app. Now the Petlibro actually has a little bit more going on. It has a built-in camera that is live, and that camera is really nice because it will track your cat. This does have some AI features. It will recognize your cat. If you provide it pictures of your cats and their names, it will let you know which one's using it, not just by weight. The Neakasa will track by weight, which is great if your cats are really different weights, but not great if your cats are, of course, at the same weight. So this camera is really, really nice for tracking. Now this camera will record when the cat's using the box and can record cleanings, but you only get that with the subscription, which really quite frustrates me, as other brands I've tested give you 24 hours without a subscription, which I think makes a lot of sense. These boxes are expensive. They should give you a little bit of camera usage without additional cost, but this one doesn't. You have to subscribe if you want anything past the live video. But the video is very helpful for safety, so let me show you how this runs. If you're looking at the app, it keeps saying your cat is exploring near the box over and over again, and it doesn't want to clean. This sensor on the front is extremely sensitive. I really, really like this motion detector. I think this might be an infrared motion detection. I believe it is. The only problem with this one is because this is an open box, cats can actually jump in at different angles, especially if you have this near a table or something else that makes it very inviting, and this one won't catch that at all. So that's where the other features come in. So let's have it run. And to have this run, I can press clean from the app. Obviously it'll auto clean, but I can also manually clean from this button up here. I gotta tell you, I am not impressed with the buttons on this. They're touch buttons, and half the time they don't work for me. Oh, it worked for me that time. That was nice to see. So now it is gonna start cleaning, but I have weight on it, so it already thinks there's a cat in it. So I have to take my hand away. And I would say the weight detection on this is really quite impressive. It notices immediately, so I really, really like that. I definitely want to see that. The camera is also very reactive. You can see that the app keeps alerting every time I do anything. So it does stop all the time. My one issue with this box is that it rotates in such a way that it can give you pause. You could think maybe my cat could get stuck in that drum and then have that pinch point underneath when it dumps into the drawer, which should be impossible because it's always going to stop the moment it senses a cat, either with the camera or with weight. So at this moment, it should be impossible for a cat to have ever been in there for it to get this closed. Because of the weight and the camera sensors, it would have stopped so much sooner and just stayed stopped until the cat left. But let's say hypothetically a cat jumped in this little narrow opening right now. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to sit there. It thinks there's a cat in there, either by weight or by the camera. Nothing's going to happen. So I'm going to let it keep going, as this is the next key part, and I am tricking it right now. I'm gonna try to do something that a cat could never do, and that is use a pin outside of the camera and not censoring, and that is using a pin that is outside range of that camera and the weight sensors to see if I can make it stop, and it did. It actually caught the weight sensor just by the pressure of me pushing on it, and it opens up slightly. And I'm gonna do that again. And every time I do this, it's going to open just slightly. And if I do it 3 times, it'll open up all the way. So if for any reason it gets triggered 3 times when it's in that closed point, it will open all the way. I do want to show one last piece though, and it's right here, as I do think this is also a concerning spot. Again, a cat shouldn't be able to do this, but let's just say a cat did. And it immediately sensed that cat, mostly because of the weight. So it is very, very sensitive. It just concerns me how it spins. But I also know that they have put in thousands of hours of testing, and they have updated the firmware, and the tests that I am doing to it are basically trying to trick it. They aren't things a cat could do to it, though I would be more hesitant to have this box if I had small children, just because small kids can stick their hands in narrow spots and trigger this thing in ways that are unexpected. And finally, I already recorded it with the sound while it was doing a full run. It has some different whirs, it has openings that are different. It has a lot of different sounds, but there is one final sound that I didn't let you listen to yet, and that is the air purifier. Now here's what the air purifier sounds like on low. And I do think that if you wanted it to really make a difference, you'd need to run it on high. Which is very noticeable. Now, as you can see, I keep triggering it so it's not finishing, so I will get out of the way to let this finish and then keep talking about these 2 boxes. So that's the breakdown on these 2 boxes. They are both very different boxes, even though for a cat, they should have a very similar experience from the jump in to how much space the cat has. That should be very comparable. These boxes have different features. Obviously, the Pet Libro is more feature heavy with the camera and the deodorizing, but the Neakasa makes up for a lot of things just by being so simple and so reactive when any safety feature is triggered. I am very impressed with the sensors on the Neakasa. I do think the Pet Libro has the sensors and can get to a place where I'm more comfortable with it as they improve this firmware. But right now, the Pet Libro just feels a little bit rougher around the edges for me when it comes to safety. I don't think a cat can do anything, as the tests I do to it that concern me are tests that are impossible for a cat to do. It's moments when I'm sticking things in places that they shouldn't go, like pins in corners, but it still gives me pause. So if you are wanting an open drum box that will obviously have a pinch point because they all do. I do think the Neakasa is the one to go for. If you're looking for a super sleek box by a really great company and are okay with what I've shown you on their safety features, you may just love the Pet Libro. The camera, the potential is there. I just want to see a little bit more from this box. I hope this video helps.